How about you tonight? I think you probably have more things to do than us.
It is Austin's
Or
birthday tomorrow.
Ooh.
And he just got here tonight.
First time he's been here the whole time?
No, he got to come, I think just the first 2 rounds.
Really?
Yeah.
Had to go back to work or what?
Yes. Maybe he was here one night when I ran bow. I don't remember.
Huh.
It's been a long time ago. I've thought a lot about a lot of things since then.
Yeah, no kidding. A lot has changed.
I can take this off.
That's the oil field, though.
Yeah, it is. Well, and that's, he's got a job, so can't complain.
No.
But yeah, no, he got here at like 5:45 tonight, and I told him, I said, you kind of missed your window. Like, I was top of the ground last night, and now I'm at the bottom, and I'm just, I was like, I'm sorry, but I was like, I don't know if I can get you to Texas live for a couple nights.
Well,
and he's like, no.
Look at you.
We did it.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hell? That was unbelievable.
Thanks. That was so fun. He was hauling the mail.
Oh my God.
Like when
I can't believe he turned the first barrel.
I know, when people are like, Chongo looked like he was running, like, something was, like, he was moving, because he usually doesn't look like he's covering ground. Ever.
No, he's long strided.
Yeah. Everybody's always like, how does he clock? He looks like he's loping, and, so. Yeah.
I mean, we saw Haley run her run, and we were like, well, that's a wrap.
Yep.
Who do we want who's not Haley? She's been on the show too many times.
Yeah.
And then you come bottom of the ground, and I don't even know what that was. It was unfreaking real, dude.
That's the fastest run I've ever made on a standard pattern. Ever. Yeah. That is huge. So I ran
Was that you who just squealed, Riley?
Yeah.
That was a guy?
That was a very enthusiastic squeal. I liked it. I
liked
appreciate it. I was
like,
I
it's
appreciate
about you. Of course you liked it.
Yeah, I was like, I appreciate the support. Thank you. Like, there was a moment this week I was kind of like, is anybody still like cheering for me besides being mad they picked me to be on their fantasy team?
Yeah.
I was getting a lot of hate mail.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
What is wrong with you? You
Seriously.
screwed up my fantasy.
Yes, all the time. And I'm like, people, do you think that helps? Like when you
Just
tell some
random people?
Yes, all the time. Like, they're like, I picked you. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like,
you respond to them?
Well, usually I just say
you're too nice.
No,
That's
I was like,
problem.
my thing is, I'm like, if I was picking
this, by the way?
Yes, please. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Are you drinking one? Can we cheers? Cheers.
Clink.
Yeah. Yours empty.
That one is, though.
Yeah. Oh, that tastes. Yeah, I needed that.
You did.
Well, it was like running, and I feel like I maybe was out of air more than Chongo, and then they're like, get on the victory lap horse, you only have one. And I had to run all the way across, back over. I was winded.
Oh, we heard it.
You did? Yeah. And then, like, trying to do the interview, I was
we
like,
were watching you, and you were like... It was pretty funny.
Yeah, and like these big old spurs, I did change my spurs too this week, so that way I wouldn't, I could like just squeeze and not really kick. And anyway, and they're heavy.
You did your leg lifts too, 2 of them.
Tell me about the leg lifts.
Yeah, I was so embarrassed after round 5. I practiced it when we were warming up for the grand entry yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what shaved off that time. I mean, you were razor thin around every single. I mean, it was a perfect run. It truly was.
It felt awesome, and that horse is unreal. And he just, I don't know. I'm so blessed and fortunate to be his jockey. And I think sometimes I put a little too much pressure on myself to try to be good for him.
Yeah,
because you never know. It's just like what happened with Ivy and JLo this summer. You never know when their last run is. Like, horses have X amount of runs in them, and you don't know if you're going to get that chance again. And so I always hate when I cost my horse.
Right.
I feel like I'm the professional. I know what I'm, this is my job, and I shouldn't cost him. And so, when I did that in the 5th round and didn't get my leg out of the way, I was trying not to be too hard on myself because there was a little bit of ground trouble, but I was like, you're better than this. Like, step up your game. So I was loping my grand entry horse around. I was leg lifting between horses. I was
stretching.
Like, yes. I was like, we're not going to make that mistake again.
How much hotel room yoga did you do this morning?
I was at practice. I got up at 4:20.
Really?
Yes, I did.
What time have you been going to bed?
Well, after the gold buckle ceremony last night, it was midnight. And so my dad, he had a pretty good time at the ceremony, and he was like, we should just go get pizza, and like we could drink a Red Bull and just stay up for practice. And that's when I knew, I was like, he celebrated hard. So
and at that point, it's like, Dad, you can't be on the team anymore.
Yeah, no, he was with me this morning. We let Jana sleep in, and so Dad went with me to go get Bo, and I rode him at practice, and Bo was really good. I mean, he's ready to go too, just in case.
Were you thinking about making a horse change?
No, I thought maybe, depending how, the rounds go, because I'll run 8th on the ground the last night because of how we rolled after the replacement and stuff. So, anyway, I thought about just having Bo ready for that, just in case. And you never know. I mean, if, one gets an abscess or something crazy.
Yeah.
It's better to be prepared than not. And
weird things have been going on, too.
Yeah, so. Yeah. So and it's more for me, too. Like, that's one thing I think I'm really fortunate about. Like, I have a horse that I can go in and I can visualize stuff for me, and I can apply it to Chongo. And I hate to say that was Bo's role this week, but like that 3rd and 4th round, like he let me get a routine figured out, and I was like, this will work for Chongo. But it took having a horse that was that quiet and unbothered by the atmosphere to kind of perfect it so I could get on Chongo and really give it a go.
Yeah, I mean, he's showing up for you even more than last year, it feels like. I mean, he was so solid last year, but this year it's just unbelievable.
He feels great. And prior to the NFR, we had a lot of preparation. Like, last year, the girl that trained him, Kylie Weiss, she was expecting. And so, like, I didn't get to really ride with her a whole lot. She was fixing to have a baby. She had it, like, between Thanksgiving, I think, and the NFR.
Yeah.
And so, anyway, but this year, I left Chongo with her for a long time and let her help get him dialed in, and there's nothing better than going back to their foundation. And to me, like,
Well, and you've ridden behind her a ton.
Yeah,
too, so.
To me, it was just the smart thing to do was to try to have him prepared. So then when I, like, did really not good on him the first 2 rounds, I felt bad. Because I was like, I know she's worked really hard to have him ready, and then I didn't do my part. So I went back and I studied videos of her running him or her running ready, and I was like, it's my elbows. I was like, that was something I needed to change too. So there was adjustments in his routine, and then also adjustments I needed to make as far as
now you're like this meme for this.
Yeah, Beisel bands. I was like, we should patent this.
I completely missed the rubber band thing last night. We could have talked about that. I didn't see it.
Well, I didn't really think it was that big a deal because I've been doing it since I was like 8. Because I used to hit poles with my elbow. Like when I was doing the pole bending, I'd get my elbows out and I'd hit poles. So we just started rubber banding my elbows in, and it's not like. It's not like you're going to get in a bind. Like, mine broke last night at the first barrel. Both of my rubber bands did. Yeah. So it got me to the first barrel, which is where I had been messing up. And so, anyway, today, actually, I think I kept both of them on, actually. I'm not really sure. It all happened pretty fast after I got done. But
it was really fast, yeah.
They were like, bail, get on the, you got to go.
Just under 17 seconds. Yeah, very fast.
So it was, but no, I guess we broke the internet today over rubber bands. Who would have thought? Like, of all things.
I was like, so this is what barrel racing has become.
Yeah, I was like, this is so a 2020 issue. I'm just like, in 2019, nobody would have even thought anything of it. And that's what
Did you do it at the NFR last year?
No, but like I did at the American and I've done it at Calgary. It just depends like what the setup's like. Because the NFR at Vegas, like when you come through that first barrel, like you can kind of fall off to the first and you're a wall.
Yep.
But versus like Calgary and the American with the first barrel out on the fence, or no fence there, and then here with no fence. Like if I let Chongo, like if I kind of open that elbow up and let him stiff me in the ribs, like that's when I get the elevation, and he didn't really like getting pulled on the backside. So I was like, I've got to stay centered.
Yeah.
And drive him up in the hole and keep him really square. And it's been a completely different horse, because he's not mad. He's running in there and he's set up to do his job. And
he looks pretty happy too, running out.
He is. Yeah, he is loving it. And he feels great. We're not having any soundness issues. That's one thing I do think he likes the ground better here. It is a little.
It looks pretty soft out there.
Yeah, it was really good tonight. And Haley came up to me before I ran. He's after her run, and she said, "Dude, it's good. Go give him heck." And so and that's another thing. I was like, just kind of cool that like we're all here encouraging each other. And like last night, same thing. After I finished my run, everybody was so happy for me, and all the girls texted me. I just think that's really neat in rodeo that not a lot of people see.
No, that's true. There's not really any other sports where people are rooting for the people who beat them.
Yeah, you know,
vice
and
versa.
or helping people that they
Yeah.
know could outrun them.
Yeah,
you know,
no, true.
It's just like at Calgary. I mean, that's what when Ivy helped me when Chongo got so sore. You know, she said, "I know this horse could outrun Jayla," and I ended up beating her to the finals by 100th.
Yeah.
You know, and it was her help that got that horse feeling good enough to run in the finals that day.
Totally.
And, you know, and so I think that just speaks volumes for the people and the character of this sport.
Yeah, I mean, that's why we all are involved in it and why we love it so much. And people are going to think that, like, I only want to have my friends on this show at this point because we haven't had anybody besides, like, you and Haley on here. But
Good recruiting, Dustin.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, literally. Yeah, he's super happy. But you killed it. We're going to let you get to your buckle ceremony. Hopefully you get to see your little hubby here.
Yes.
Actually, he's kind of a large gentleman. Big
I know.
hubby.
Did you watch the gold buckle ceremony last night? Oh, you should.
Really?
Well, it is kind of funny. Do we have a second?
Yes, we got plenty of time.
Okay.
Tell me about it.
Well,
I didn't watch it. I haven't
no,
been seeing him because we've been like getting out of here when they're going on.
Okay, yeah, no, right at the end, we were just joking about, you know, the people picking on me for not doing good when I was on their fantasy team. Mm-hmm. And Randy asked Flynn, he goes, is she on your rodeo fantasy team? And he said, not my rodeo fantasy team. Different fantasy team. And I looked at him and I was like, you are so lucky. Austin is not on stage. And it was so funny. We were cracking
said
up.
that?
Yes.
Because Flint's like this big.
I know. And now Austin will be there tonight. Like, I was like, fixing to go down.
Did you tell him?
Yeah.
Is he super like, don't mess with my woman? Is he that guy?
I mean, like to a degree.
Like that. So
to
the
a degree.
bodybuilder guy.
Yeah,
He's like double dipping
I mean,
in those
he's
things.
pretty confident. Like I can handle myself. You know, I think that's one thing he's always known. He's like, this girl, like she can handle herself. But you know, I'm ready for him
at the same time,
to razz.
You can't be all that worried about Flint harassment.
I know. We're but it's gonna be fun. Like
I don't think I've ever met Austin. Maybe one time I met him, maybe at Ivy's wedding, but I don't. Is he willing to play up on the comedy a little bit?
Oh
or
yeah.
Is he pretty serious?
Oh yeah. Like I could have him walk out there and be like, fixing to go down, man.
Yeah.
And like I walked out there and I
he
gave
should
both
grab
of them.
Flint Rasmussen by the back of the shirt. That would be funny.
I mean, he might for the right price. We'll see if we can get a bounty going or something.
That would be pretty funny. Just enough to kind of shake things up a little bit.
Yeah, just for fun.
We need some
I mean,
humor.
it's not, you know, there hasn't been enough drama on Facebook yet about my barrel racing or time in Arlington, so we might as well add to it. I mean, why
I'd
not?
vote for that.
Yeah, you know.
I'll watch it if you can get him to do that.
Sounds good.
Because
like,
there's not a lot of humor in those buckle ceremonies.
we had a lot of fun last night.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. No, I had a great time.
But you had your dad there.
Yeah, and my dad was having a great time too. So, you know, when Tom's having a good time, we're all having a good
Old
time.
Tom had him a 1 and a 2.
Yeah,
What about Mama?
She was good too. Yeah, but yeah, Dad. Well, you know, you guys know the Tawaka bomb thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, see, Dad thinks it's his fault.
Really?
Because yeah, we got here, we didn't have any Tawaka for the first 5 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
We had none. So yesterday we. Like literally, I feel like it was like a ceremony. Like I set my back number on the countertop, and I set all of our Tawaka shot glasses, all 6 of them, because it was round 6. I said we got to have 6 shots. I don't know who's gonna have to double up or whatever. Or
Only the Miller family,
right?
would do
Recruit
that.
more people, but at 6 o'clock we had our 6 shots of Tawaka, and like I was like just soaking in all of that goodness. Turn it around.
Something to it.
There is. Well, I mean, Ivy will test to it. Jesse will test to it.
Yes, they will.
Yeah. There's, you know, I mean, I guess I'm sharing my secret with the world, but
Yeah. Good luck finding it.
yeah, it is hard. That's what Jesse was like. Can we not have a shot at the contestant hospitality? And I said, Jesse, have you ever bought Tawaka? Like,
Yeah.
it's hard to find.
Yeah.
It's kind of, you know, a unique liquor. Is
Liqueur.
that how liqueur. There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like,
liqueur.
I knew I wasn't right. I'm
It's
so
all right.
glad.
You're from Weatherford, Oklahoma. You can't hold yourself to too high of a standard when
I
it comes to
know.
pronunciations.
Western Oklahoma, ...
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, at least I'm book smart, right?
That's
I
true.
got that going for
You're
me.
book smart,
But-
and you're great at reminding everybody to floss their teeth, kids at home.
Hey, I haven't said anything about flossing teeth this week.
It's a good point. Yeah, it's been kind of hard
Yeah.
to focus on that side of the business, right?
It really has been. Yeah. No, but my work family, they actually have a big old group text that was blowing up earlier. They're all texting me. They're excited. They love it. They do. And I think that's so cool that they cheer me on too.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of
that's great.
support, a lot of fun.
You're like the dental celebrity.
The tinsel celebrity. Oh my goodness. That's like, of all things. Yeah.
The one thing you're known for, not barrel racing, not your red hair, your job.
Yeah. Well, I think now I'm known for being the rubber band lady
Yeah.
Or instead of Rubber Band Man.
I wonder how much that'll stick.
I don't know. I was like, I need to look into like getting some like specific ones made. And
That one that Ivy posted with Dave Chappelle is pretty funny though.
yeah, no, I know, right?
I actually laughed at that.
Yeah, she texted me this morning and she's like, did you do this? Like, and I was like, yeah, Ivy. She's like, freaking Okies.
Where did people see that?
They zoomed in. Well, I didn't even think about it
People
last
are
night.
freaking weird.
Yeah, the PRCA sent me a thing to approve. It was like a video edit. So I approved it, not thinking anything of it, whatever. I was like, that's fine. Well, I didn't realize it posted to my Facebook, like my professional page.
Oh, so that's where it came from. That's where it started.
Yeah, but it was a slow-mo, and it was slow, like it showed me coming in, and you could see
like
it.
coming into the gate?
Yeah, and you could see it, and
That's where it all started.
that's where it all
Okay,
started.
so you did it to yourself.
I had no idea that I was doing it to myself, but yep, there it is. And by 9 o'clock this morning, I had like 400 some notifications on my Facebook and 100 text messages, and I'm like,
All about the rubber bands?
literally all about the rubber bands. Yeah, and I got up, like I said, 4:20 and went to practice and took care of my horse, and phone was still on silent, and I was headed back to the hotel, and I'm like, what is happening? Why? I had no idea it was going to cause this much uproar. I was like, last year is because I was riding a Hancock. That was the stir. I haven't heard a thing about me riding a Hancock this year.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. That was old news. I'm like,
Yeah.
so now I'm riding a Hancock and I'm rubber banding my arms in. That's like double strike.
We're going to see that at all like the Little Britches rodeos. All these little girls are going to rubber band themselves down, and you're going to get a lawsuit because somebody got hurt from a rubber
Right?
band.
They're going to be like, they watched you. I know.
They got this from you, and she snapped her eyeball.
Yeah, right?
No, Emily definitely
Pay up.
used the word rubber bands.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. The actual resistance band.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Seriously, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea because they wouldn't break, but
And you certainly wouldn't be able to
I
move
did.
very much.
I did joke a little bit, and I can joke on here because you guys are fun. But I was like, I said, if we really want to give them something to talk about, they were all saying I was using zip ties. And I was like, why not? I said, let's just put handcuffs on there. Just handcuff myself to the saddle and just really give them something to talk about.
Yeah, but like handcuffs from a certain type of store.
It's up for debate.
I'm just saying, you would be able to see them.
Yeah,
Brittany
yeah.
Barnett might have some with one of her outfits.
I plead the fifth. I was like, she is
She's
so
bold.
She is. She's so
bold.
funny. The other day when I was talking to her about the LJJ post about her feathers, and he was like, "I know where all the toilet paper went."
There's
It
a
went to
shortage
that-
on that
Yeah,
stuff.
he's like,
Brittany.
it went to that girl that rides the paint horse, and
Tyler, sake, dude.
yeah, all those
Take a
feathers.
breath,
so,
son.
so Shelby got really upset about it, and I went to talk to Shelby later, but I saw Brittany at the stalls. I went and got her a bag of ice for her horse, and
Mm-hmm.
so we were talking, and I was like, Brittany, I said, have you seen this? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, I said, this is just all in good humor.
Is she
She's
good about
funny.
it?
Oh yeah, and so she commented back, and she's like, "Hey, I got an extra roll if you need one. I'm happy to share." And I was like, good for her. Like she's got such a good attitude about things, and I think it's awesome that she is that bold.
So do I. I'm not against it.
Yeah, I wear plain shirts all the time. Like I have no. You should have seen them
Do
trying
you
to get
have
me.
any of those Fallon Taylor rainbow pants laying around?
Negative.
Oh.
I got
Do you
some.
think you could get some?
I don't know. I mean, I probably could shoot her a message and she'd probably get me some in the mail, but I think that would violate my cinch contract.
You could take one of those stickers and put them on there.
Put them on there, right?
I bet Cinch
Yeah,
has
Cinch
something.
sent me one that has like a seam down the middle, and I was like, that was enough variance from what I'm used to. I was like, no, can't do it.
Not gonna do it?
No, I was like one pair. I was like, no, I not. Maybe next year.
We could get you in some rainbow pants next year. I would go ahead and just officially on air dare you to do that.
And then we could put a unicorn deal on like Chongo, and I was like, I would just fit right. It'd look like the emoji.
Yeah.
And then we could have something else to talk about at the NFR besides rubber bands and the fact I ride a Hancock horse like every year.
If you really want to shake things up, do that.
Yeah, we could get him a unicorn horn.
You should.
I'm sure he would love that.
Get it from the same store you're gonna go get those handcuffs from, and it'll really get interesting.
That's right. Oh dear. And cut. That was like,
That's
I think
the right
that-
place to end
yeah.
it. Luckily, her husband's here, so
Yeah, right. At least I've got some backup tonight.
So there's something we learned a long time ago when we started the Gauge podcast. It's that you barrel racers, you guys will consume. If there's a barrel racer on the show, you guys will support us, and we thank you guys so much for that. Well, it's time to support the industry, guys. Go enter the Royal Crown Fraternity Derby and Open Barrel Race. Here's the deal. $65,000 added to the fraternity that will be in Bryan, Texas this February, or this coming February, rather. And they've got another race in 2021. They've got the one in August, which will be in Rock Springs. Go to RoyalCrownRace.com or find Royal Crown on Facebook today. Check out the stallions that are currently enrolled. Get those entry fees paid. There's no annual enrollment fees, and you still have time to enroll your stallion if you want to be a part of that. Go to RoyalCrownRace.com for more details. Guys, one thing is for sure, one thing I know for sure about myself and everybody in this room other than young Tyler is we are rural Americans, guys. With that comes a brand built just for us, Rural Cloth. Rural Cloth is for the guy who likes to hunt, fish, drive the back roads, drink the ice-cold beers, go to the bonfires, has him a dog in the back. If you've got mud on your boots, Rural Cloth is the brand for you. Rural Cloth set out to create some of the highest quality clothing in the business, and they've got some great little taglines. The We Grow Beer hat is super popular. Thank you to Rural Cloth for the 20% off holiday discount that they're giving all the listeners to the Gauge podcast. Go to ruralcloth.com, type in the promo code GAUGE at checkout to get that 20% off. We've got till Saturday for you guys to use that. For some reason, if you're living under a rock, if you're not here with us, why that would be, I don't know. You'd be crazy not to be on this show right now listening. They've got 10% off for the remainder of the month. So if you do miss it, if you're one of those people, you come across this, I'm sorry you missed us, but go get that 10% off deal. It's Christmas. Guys, I can't think of a better truck than the all-new 2021 Ford Super Duty, and I can't think of a better dealer to get one from than Bill Fick Ford. Bill Fick Ford is the #1 Super Duty dealer in the country and the #1 truck provider for the entire rodeo industry, guys. Go out to contestant parking right now. You'll see more Bill Fick Fords than any other vehicle. I'm a Bill Fick Ford man myself. Can't wait to get my new 2021. Here's the great deal, guys. He will give you a great deal. You'll get great interest rates. You won't have to worry about it. It's fully transparent with the purchasing process. None of that car dealer BS. Go to BillFickFordHuntsville.com to see what they've got in inventory now. And, of course, you can order your truck. That's what I did. Order your new Super Duty. If you're not from Texas, if you're not here, if you're not enjoying Arlington with us, if you're not around Bill Fick Ford, guess what? Nationwide shipping. You can be anywhere in the continental U.S. Maybe Canada. It might just take a little longer. Get your Super Duty today. Guys, our founding fathers set out to ensure that you were able to arm yourself if you needed to against a tyrannical government. And as firearm supplier in all of Texas, they're such a fine firearm supplier that they have been supplying Texas law enforcement for decades. They've been in business since 1970, based out of the Houston market. They've got all the great options. You like hunting? They've got Benelli. They've got Weatherby. They've got Christensen Arms. They've got Swarovski on the optics side, Leupold scopes, all the ammunition you could want. It's like there is no COVID for them. They have kept their stocks high. If you can't find it in the box stores, guys, give Bailey's House of Guns a call, 713-433-2475 for more details. Here's what's great. If you're out of the state of Texas, no problem. Bailey's will ship the gun you want to your local FFL. You can still get a Bailey's House of Guns firearm today. A very heartfelt thank you to our sponsor, Cavender's. Cavender's has been a trusted cowboy boot and western wear outfitter for over 50 years. Go to Cowboy Christmas to their 8,300 square foot booth to find out why their loyal customers love their western wear collections as much as I do. Guys, Cavender's is the place to be for Christmas. If you're not at Cowboy Christmas, go to their website or one of their 90-plus stores throughout the continental U.S. Cavender's is where it's at.
I just decided that I was going to be a big, hairy